Hi, and welcome to episode 31 of the Cat Lady podcast. I am Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, craft all the things. I am outside today on this beautiful October afternoon. It's not October anymore, it's November 3rd. This is David. Say hi, David.
Hi.
This is November 3rd, 2015. I'm outside in the backyard. We're enjoying the day playing. This is my guest host, David. Usually I record on... Gotta stop saying this. I used to record on Mondays, but now, as of now, I think I'm a permanent volunteer on Monday mornings for my daughter's kindergarten class. So we'll try today, and we'll see if this even makes it to the light of day since I have David running around. So anyways, welcome any new listeners, viewers, and thank you for tuning in, and of course welcome back all returning viewers. Thank you for coming back and still hanging on there. Let's see, let me find my first page here. Okay, anyways, so this week's segments will be podcast news, some knitting, a little tiny bit of spinning, stash, and weekend review. I really think, hey, over here. I really think this will be a shorter episode, barring interruptions, of course. And because I haven't done a ton. It's just been busy with Halloween and everything. So let's just jump into it. Podcast news. No introductions this week. So if you want, I'm taking a video. So if anyone wants to come in and say hi, please drop into the Ravelry group. Oh, and I forgot to say where you can find me. So you can just hit him in the head. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry. Those are the main ones. Periscope sometimes. I haven't really used Periscope much. I really don't need my sunglasses. I'm in the shade. So anyways, come on to the Ravelry group. Join in the intro thread, say hi, and I will say hi to you back. This is going to be really interesting. So, anyways, come say hi in our introduction thread in Ravelry group. It's just search for the Cat Lady podcast on Ravelry. And there is a knit along going on, a craft along called the CATT along, and that's C-A-T, as opposed to the CATT along 2 T's we had this summer. But the CATT along is anything you craft, knit, sew, spin, needle felt, cross stitch, that's animal themed. So, you know, we've had a fox hat, we've had some cross stitching with some animals in it, we've had bags with cat prints on it, we had someone make a little cowl for their cat. I'm kind of sure it was a joke. I'm pretty sure that cat's not going to wear that for very long, but it was cute. So all those kind of fun things. So it's going on from now until mid-December, and it's also in conjunction with the Canadian Knitter podcast. Hey, shh, no yelling. So anything you post in my post, please run over to the Canadian Knitter and post it in hers too for prizes. My prize will be a bag that I will make, and I'm gonna throw in some other goodies that I come up with. So I haven't really come up with anything particular yet, so figure I have until December. So when I really totally figure it out, I will post that. But it'll probably be a cat fabric bag or something, or maybe the fox bag that I've made before. I like the fox prints. Something maybe animal themed seems like a good prize. I still have not heard from the 100 member giveaway, so the Needle Nook, please contact me if you see this. Please view the last episode to see what you've won, and drop me a line on anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry. Just let me know what we can do to work out your prize. It's a custom bag, you get to pick a type of yarn, so I like to hear from you. So this is the second drawing I've won, the winner I've drawn, so if I don't hear from her by November 30th, I will draw again. So, on to knitting. I have a couple finished objects. David, get out of there. David, hey, get out of there. And I need to find them. So, like I mentioned before, I'm working on some things for a craft show. Hey, no!
Sorry.
No! Just threw a rock at me and I don't know where it went. this is going to be interesting. This will probably be the only time I record with him here. So yes, please don't throw rocks, buddy. I'm working on things for craft show, so some of the things I've been doing are dishcloths, so I still have to weave in the ends, but I have 2 dishcloths finished this week, both in the, well, this one is an unknown cotton, but I'm pretty sure it's just the sugar and cream. This is for sure sugar and cream. This is the double bump washcloth. I'm always confused with this dishcloth or washcloth. Oh, and there goes my phone. Yeah, this is a great day, but it's still recording, so we're gonna just go with it. Okay, anyways. Seriously. These are the double bump washcloths by Missy Angus. And it just makes this really nice, oh, this is the front. It doesn't really matter, but this is officially the front. Really nice pattern. I really like it. And they're really easy to make up. I made this up in one day. I've made them both each in one day, so. David, get out of there. Sugar and cream, size 7. That's it. So that's all. Oh, and I did I make another? I think I made another arm knit cowl. I did. It's purple. I'll have to bring it in next week. So, works in progress. David, get out of there. Go play with your soccer ball. First up, I'm on my next pair of socks. So I finished my last socks I showed you last week. So now I'm, like I said I was going to do, I'm on size 00s. These are the Chow Goos. I think it's a 32-inch circular. I decided to do, David, put that back. Put it back. Yes, put it back. I decided to try the magic loop 2 at a time, and it's going really well. So I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to do a stripe a day. Is kind of my goal. So I have these goals set up, and I'm going to talk about how I have that set up later. But a dishcloth a day, a stripe a day is some of my goals. So like I said, 00s, and my stitch count is 68. And this is the Knit Picks Felici in the Mosaic colorway in one of my bags. And so far they seem to fit okay. It's so hard to tell until they're done. You know, it's even like as I try on as I go, I still don't really know until I'm done. So vanilla sock, no pattern, just cast on. I did a different cast on. I watched a video and it was really easy. It was a specific video for 2 at a time, magic loop, toe up, cast on. And it was, if I can find it, I'll put it in the show notes, but it was, you just wrapped it around both needles, so you had both needles and you wrapped it around and then you slid the one out. So it was really cool. Put the rocks down, please. Put them down. Go put them down, right now. Okay, now go play with your balls. That sounded bad. Go play with your soccer ball. Is that going to be the title? Anyway. Next up is my, thank you, my sock blanket. I did toy with the idea of reknitting reknitting the squares, but I didn't. I decided not to. But I did add a square, just one. So I added my gummy bear square in the Picks Felici. So everything's looking good. I've decided I just don't like these two. They're really big, especially this one. This one most of all. It's just, it turned out really large compared to the other squares. So I'm hoping that it works itself out once I attach one on the top. David, get out of there now. It's by the air conditioner now. I was hoping he would just play nicely in the back. David, go play with your soccer ball, please. I was going to record out front, but it was too sunny, because if I was out front, he'd ride his bike back and forth, and that would probably been fine, but nah, it was too sunny out there, and I didn't want weirdo, you know, people thinking I was a weirdo, even though I'm waiting for my neighbor to come out and think I'm a weirdo, so. Anywho, so that was that. I'm not changing my blanket. I'm just going to keep going with it, and got a weird sun spot on my head. Yeah, so next up, yeah, I'm just running through this pretty fast because there's really not a ton going on this week. I decided to cast on, get out of there, now. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get on the grass. Stay on the grass. This one's going to be kind of hard to show. So I cast on the Garter Squish by Stephen West, which is a blanket. It's a stash busting blanket, pretty much. It's a stash busting blanket. And I'm using all acrylic. And so it's just straight up garter stitch. It's on size 15s. I just started. I got kind of one patch done. I'm almost done with the purple white here. I'm going to try to squeak another row out of it. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be playing some yarn chicken there. I do have some more purple I can add on if I wanted to, but I really didn't want to. So, and then I just have all these random colors that I'm just going to start putting together. Most of them are leftovers from my Doctor Who scarf. Trying to get the sun to not shine on my face, but anyways. Most of them are from my Doctor Who scarf, the Lions brand, Vanna's Choice, Woolies, all those mixed. I got some Bernat, Super Saver, I have Red Heart. So I pretty much just stash busting all my acrylic. So we'll see how that works out. And I don't know if I have enough to do a whole blanket or not. So it's be one of those ongoing projects. David, come on. Why don't you pull up a chair? Come sit down. Come sit in the chair. So, my Viajante. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen what happened with that. So last you saw it, it was like, you know, just starting. I got the whole hood done. I joined in the round. I got about 4 or 5 rounds. Is that the last time you saw it? I can't remember. Maybe you did see more, but I don't remember. But anyways, I joined in it was right before I joined in the round. David, get out of there. I really don't want to re-record this, so it's just gonna be what it is. So, so I was knitting along. I got to like 4 or 5 rows on the round. It's a different make one than I'm used to. I thought it was working out just fine, but I got to a point where I was chugging along and I dropped a stitch somewhere, and it was right at the make one. So I think I dropped a make one. I tried to ladder up random stitches, do whatever I could, and it was toast. So I frogged it. Well, so I frogged it back to the hood. So I unjoined it from the round. Started to pick up stitches, I got about halfway. Dropped another stitch, couldn't get it, and I just said, so when I threw out my hands and said, alright, I'm frogging it. So it's frogged. It's now not even on my radar for now, because I'll have to wait till next year because I need to get through this craft sew stuff. I have socks. David, get out. David, no. No. You just dropped something in the air conditioner. Stop. I don't know. My friends listen to me. Are you going to turn on your listening ears? No. No? So... Oh, and I forgot to grab something else too, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so it's gone. And I don't know when it's going to be back again, so I was a little sad. That's all I got for knitting. So spinning, I'm still working on the fiber optic yarn steampunk. I've opted, so okay, we have knit a washcloth a day, knit a stripe a day, knit a square a day for the sock yarn blanket, and spin for 5 minutes. So these are all in little goals. And there's a really low flying airplane. We'll just wait for that to pass. I thought it would be nice to record outside, but it's kind of loud. But that was it for spinning. I was going to bring what I had left. I've gotten through the orange. I'm now into like the dark rusty orange brown, so it's really the burnt orange brown section. And then there's I think a darker brown, and there's a black, and then there's a dark gray, and there's a light gray. Now he's going in the front yard, so I might have to stop in a few minutes. So yeah, that was it for spinning. Okay, now I'm gonna pause, and before I hit stash, I will go check to see what my troublemaker son is doing. So, the sun is moving. That's what happens. So, now the sun's right in my face. I can't find any place, so I gotta grab my book. Can't find any other place to really set up right now, so yeah, this episode is just, hey, this is a typical episode, right? It's all over the place. So on to stash. So I did purchase actually something today, but I forgot it again. So it was one of those things that accidentally fell in my shopping basket. So I'll save it for next time. So I got some presents though this week. So that's sorry, it's blowing out the side of my face, but I'm just gonna hold my book up here. Anyways, I got some things I forgot to talk about last week. So I got some patterns from my birthday. So I totally forgot to mention them last week. So for my birthday, I got the Inara wrap, and I'm going to post a picture of it, and there'll be a link to the pattern in the, I don't have the tents anymore, buddy. I'll put them in the show notes on the blog, which I forgot to mention my blog. It's thecatlady.blogspot.com. That's where all the show notes and links are.
Why?
Buddy, it's all gone. We gave it to kids that don't have toys. So the Inara wrap by Amba O'Brien. And that was gifted to me by Knit Live Love on Ravelry. So thank you. She's a podcast watcher. And the next one was Zuzu's Petals by Karina Spencer. And that was gifted me by Sue, Crafty Knitter 7, who is from Two Tangled Skeins, and one of my lovely friends that I talk to all the time. Another one was the Striped Study Shawl by Vera Valamaki. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but gorgeous shawl. That and these are all on my, the Inara wrap was completely like, she just sent it, so the other ones were on my Q favorites, whatever lists, so all the ones that I knew I wanted. But so the Striped Study Shawl was by Sarah, the Canadian Knitter Podcast, True Knit Girl on Ravelry. And the last one I got was the Hitchhiker by Martina Beam, so maybe that one will go better than the Viajancha. I've always wanted to do the Hitchhiker. That's like, you know, most popular pattern ever. So that's supposed to be easy, mindless, you know, super fast, nice. And I love the shawlette style. So that was from Jeanette the Bookish Stitcher. So thank you all for those patterns for my birthday. That was really sweet. Made my day. So, and yeah, so I forgot to mention those last week. So this week's stash, I got a package from Brigitte. And she's been watching the podcast pretty close to the beginning, and early on she said, I would love it if you could send me something so I can remember you by, and so I put together this package for her. I made her a cat and a bag and some other goodies in there, so I didn't actually expect her to send anything back, to be honest. I was just kind of sending it just to be nice, and she's like, oh, well, I'll send you stuff back. It was kind of like, you know, I did this back in like, I don't know, springtime, I think, so she sent me something back. So I got my package from her, and it's just lovely. So I got some minis, and some of them are labeled Regia, and then this almost looks like hand spun. I'm not sure if it is, but I want to say it is. Slovenia Shetland, I think is what it says. Or nope, it says something else. Let me take off the rubber band. Slovenia sheep wool, 100%. Work 7. Oh, okay, so she gave the website of where it's from. That totally looks like somebody hand spun that, whether it was her or somebody else, but I'll do something nice with that. That's a little thick for the blanket, but we got some Regia, and then some more Regia, and the other ones aren't labeled. So, but of course they're all gonna be blown out probably. But a bunch of minis, pretty minis. And then some Slovenia chocolate, hazelnut cream. So yes, I'm excited to break into that. That's pretty hefty. And then I got a bunch of tea, which is pretty exciting. There's some Slovenian tea in there. So we have some English breakfast, wintertime, fruit tea flavored. And then, yeah, some ones I can't even pronounce. So like Indian black tea. Okay, it's got English on the back there. Some Earl Grey, cranberry, Choco tea. They all smell amazing. Christmas tea. That sounds good. It says apple cinnamon on the back. Christmas tea. Magic moments. Yeah, so all these interesting teas that all smell lovely. And then little bird. So this is totally going on my Christmas tree this year. That's perfect. Perfect little bird. Kind of got red and green and yellow specks in it. And then it'll go back in my craft room. And then I got, she said these were kind of like bookmarks. So little kitties. So adorable. White one and then a black one. And then a doily, and I think she mentioned in her letter it was like for good luck or something, so it must be some kind of tradition. But look at this gorgeous thing. I mean, this is amazing. I don't know what he's doing. But, so this pretty pink doily, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I gotta find a special place for that, but that is beautiful. That might have to go in my china cabinet or something. So thank you so much, Brigida. That was so sweet, and I totally forgot to send you a message, so I'm going to have to get off this and send you a message saying I got it. It's been a couple weeks, because it does not ship quickly. Let's just put it that way. That's a long way to go. And then she also sent me some pictures of her town, so I'll put those in there right now. So she lives in a beautiful little town, and yeah, I'm jealous of the beauty of Europe. So thank you again. That was so nice. I love everything. And then, since I gave minis to Jessica from Sarah Nova Crafts podcast at Rhinebeck, she's like, hey, do you want me to send you some minis? And sure, you know, I'm not going to say no to minis. Sure, why not? So she sent me some minis. I got those in the mail yesterday. And let's see, she got Lana Grotha, Elena Shea Creations, Ella Ray Lace Merino, Madeline Tosh Sock, 100 Ravens, which is a local dyer to her. So I have to look her up and put her shop link. I think she's probably got an Etsy shop. So 100 Ravens, a couple of those. So these are all really pretty. So maybe I'll add one of those today to my blanket. They're all balled up, ready to go. So got some real pretty colors in there. I really like this one. Oh, where's my camera? There. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a yellow, blue, I don't know what, and I can't see with my sunglasses on, so. So thank you, Jessica, for the minis. That was great. I love them. And that was it for Stash. So. Hi, David. So weekend review, I recorded last Tuesday, I think, and it's now Tuesday again, so we're on a Tuesday schedule. Next time I'll wait till quiet time again, probably, since recording with my little guest star doesn't seem to work. But Wednesday I met up with a Ravelry friend, Tara, Green Gal, Michigan, I think is her Ravelry name, but she's been on VCans before, and she lives like about an hour, not even an hour from me, maybe like 45 minutes, and so like, let's meet up for coffee or something. So we met for coffee and we knit a bunch, and I finished my green washcloth. I started and finished that morning, so I knit up that washcloth in just a matter of hours, and we had a nice chat and decided, yeah, we definitely have to do it again. So it was a very nice meet up. So, and it was just Wednesday morning. So I dropped off my son. It was a horrible rainy day, and then I had to go, and then I just stayed there until I had to go pick him up. So it worked out really well. So Thursday, yeah, David and I had a Miss Margie's Mom and Me class, and we had a Halloween party. So that was fun. He got to wear his puppy dog costume. And then Friday was the big old Halloween extravaganza party day. So I started off at David's school, went to David's party, and I'm not going to go into the rant, but I couldn't bring David to Emily's party. No siblings were allowed. So I was very disappointed by that, so I had to keep David in school all day, which was fine. But I would have rather not and had him with me. However, if he would have been there, it would have been a little chaotic. I wouldn't have been able to help as much as I did, because I'd have to watch him while handling the craft I was kind of in charge of. So it's fine, it's fine. But so David had fun at his Halloween party, and I'll put some pictures up. And then I had pretty much enough time to go home, go to Costco, and get Halloween candy for Saturday. And then go to Emily's pretty much, and she had a little parade. They went up, I walked her around in the parade outside, and then we had the party and had a bunch of crafts, and it was just go, go, go. And I was in charge of the kids assembling either a bat craft or a Frankenstein out of plates. So it was cute. Emily made a bat, so it was fun. She had a good time. And then I took her home, or picked her up, or we left and went and got David, came home, and I was just like done. That's pretty much done. And I had a weekend Friday, so I was like, oh, I had another cup of coffee, and I managed to, I made it. And I actually VK'd every night last week, which is not likely. Usually I'm once or twice a week. But yeah, my husband was gone on Monday, so I VK'd, and then I think he was gone on Tuesday, so I VK'd, and then Wednesday, he's like, are you gonna chat? Sure. Then Thursday, yeah, we all crashed Jessica's weekend, which was funny. Because no one seemed to realize she had one going on. So Sue popped in and said, "Hey, is anyone going to Jessica's weekend?" They're like, "What? Who? What? Weekend?" And everyone piled in. So that was funny. And then Friday was mine, and yeah, he's just sitting there, just making sure he's not getting in trouble. So then Saturday was Halloween, the big day. We had not carved pumpkins yet. We had not bought pumpkins yet. So we went to Meijer and we got some random shopping done and bought pumpkins and had a little meltdown for well, there was a particular reason, but it was a pretty dumb reason. So I'm looking at pumpkins. Jim has both kids over in the produce section, and David sees watermelon, and he wants watermelon. I say, hey, we have watermelon at home. I'm going to cut it up tonight. That doesn't seem to matter. He wants to get a watermelon. So Jim, like, turns away for a minute or something. All of a sudden, he turns back around. David is walking with his pants and underwear down. So, there it is. I missed this whole thing. I'm on the other side of the store, or other side of the produce section, and of course he's profusely apologizing to all the people that are standing around watching this display. And you know, then I'm waving them over, and so he comes over to me and tells me what happened. So yeah, for some reason when David gets upset, he pulls his pants down. That's his tantrum. Like, he's done it in karate before, but it was just his pants. He didn't pull his underwear down in karate. He pulled it all out. So that was something. I would kind of wish I would have seen that. I would have liked to see the looks on people's faces, but it's probably better that I missed it. But we got our pumpkins, and we got, whatever. We took the kids home, had quiet time, and then got up and carved our pumpkins. I put some pictures of our pumpkins. Basically, the kids, Emily kind of drew a rough draft of a face on a piece of paper, and Jim carved hers out. David, I kind of asked, what shape do you want the eyes? What shape do you want the nose? What shape do you want the mouth? And kind of went that way, since I asked him to draw a face, and it was just like a weird squiggle. So Emily actually can draw some faces, but she made hers like tiny, so it's like, okay, well, we had to enlarge it, and then we carved them since, you know, knives, sharp, whatever. So then my dad and his girlfriend and my great-grandma, or the kid's great-grandmother, my grandmother, all came over, and we had chili, and my grandma made pumpkin pie, and we had a nice dinner, and got ready for trick-or-treating. So then, while Jim and I took out the kids for trick-or-treating, my dad and all them passed out candy, so that worked out pretty well. We had started at 6, we left at 6. Sorry, I keep looking over because he's just wandering. It's okay, come sit in the chair, I'm almost done. So yeah, so it was like 6 o'clock, they got their costumes on, and we took them out, and it was a dreary, yucky, rainy day. It stopped raining by the time we got out, which was good. So we made it about a block. We went down a few houses around, and through a court, and then down a block, and then back. So it took us about 45 minutes, and by the time we hit our property, like the edge of our property and like the neighbor's house, it started to rain. By that time, David was like, I'm tired. I can't walk. It's hard to walk. That's what he said. It's hard to walk. So he was done, and we kind of convinced Emily, hey, let's let's just watch a movie and you can help pass out candy. So she had a blast passing out candy, and we watched the Curious George Halloween special, and that was Halloween, so it was perfect. Because if Emily really wanted to go back out, we would have took her out, but I really didn't want to take her out in the rain, so that was that. And Sunday we just had a chill out day. It was our anniversary, 7 years. Woo. So it was a beautiful day on Sunday. Why couldn't it have been Halloween? It's been a beautiful day since. It was a decent day the day before too. It was a little chilly, but it didn't rain. But anyway, so Sunday we went to the mall. We got some sushi, which is one of our favorite things to eat. So got our and we got the kids hot dogs. So we ate our anniversary lunch at the food court. But we got sushi from the nice Japanese steakhouse and just had carry out and brought it to the food court, and the kids had hot dogs, and so that was nice. And we walked around the mall and did some other errands, and then we just had a chill day. Did we take a nap? No, we didn't take a nap. We took a nap Saturday. Sunday we kind of just vegged on the couch a bit, and then we let the kids play outside, and here we are. Yesterday I volunteered at school again. I'm tired from the time change. We're all still just, kids don't get time change, so they've been up at like 6 o'clock now every morning, or like 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. Put it down, David. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Thank you. Go play with your cones. I'm almost done. Can you say goodbye? Can you wave to the camera and say goodbye? Bye. We gotta come over here. Okay, stand right here. Okay, bye. Say goodbye. Okay. So that was it. Oh, other news real quick. Hula skirt, DIY hula skirt came back in one piece. She's since played with it once or twice. I mean, it needs to go in the garbage, but we still have it. Litter box is working really well. So my DIY litter box I made from the cats. So again, these are things I did past episodes, so if you want to know what I'm talking about, go check it out. And how I'm doing my habits. There's this crazy little app called Habitica. Don't put that in your mouth. That's me and all the VKN groupies are kind of jumped on the band. Of course, I was like the last one to join in because I'm like, I don't know. But then everyone starts talking about it. I'm like, okay. So you set up habits, you set up a to-do list, and you set up daily tasks, and then you get points for it, and it's kind of set up like a role-playing game, and there's quests and blah blah blah. Most of it's going over my head, but I've set up some to-dos, I've set up some habits and tasks and stuff, and most of those are like knit a square, knit a stripe, spin for 5 minutes, drink water. I think I left my water. I had water. Clean the kitchen. And then some of my to-dos are record podcasts. So yeah, I just got points. Edit photos, post show notes, those kind of things. I'm embarrassed to say one of them was shave because I don't like shaving my legs. So I put it on my to-do list, and I did. So it's working. Other than that, the kids had their school pictures taken like a month ago, and I keep forgetting to show them, so I'm going to put pictures of their school pics because it's cute. So that's all I got. I hope everyone has a good week, and hopefully this Tuesday thing will work out. I actually should have went grocery shopping this morning, but I didn't really feel like it. So, but I might try to do Tuesday at quiet time, but I don't want to at quiet time. I want quiet time. So maybe we'll try again. I don't know. That wasn't too bad. If you're really annoyed with that stop and go stuff, let me know, please. If you say, let me know if that was too annoying, because I won't do it again. So, and of course I didn't get to see the cats this week, so we can't do this all the time, but it's such a nice day. It was nice to be outside. So love to you all. Have a good week, and we'll see you next time.